Hi everyone, welcome to this video. If you've got a spare few minutes of your time, I'd like to share this interesting bit of information with you. I've just been training one of our long-term clients, and one of the problems what she has is food preparation. And what I'm going to share with you is 3 simple steps to get you preparing your food so much easier to achieving the body confidence, not for now, but for long term, something you can keep. Now, not only is this food prep going to be easier, but it's also going to be stress free. So how about you follow me inside right now, and I'm going to take you through them 3 simple steps. So the difference between someone failing at something to someone achieving it is the small details. And for me personally, I'm always out and about. So whether I'm in, say, someone's home training them, or I'm on the gym floor, at the moment, I'm actually in a hotel and I'm in the restaurant. And the good news is, for me, I don't have to worry about what I'm going to eat because I'm always prepared. So it makes it nice and easy. And as you can see, I've actually got it here right now. So today, I'm going to share with you some great tips that you can use right away. So what I'm going to share with you today is your food and drink planning. What you can get right, not only the first time, but every time. So why am I in a position to help you today? Well, I've had over 13 years of experience helping people just like you, and I know what it feels like to be where you may be. I felt so low and confident as a child, and I didn't particularly like exercise. In fact, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And when I looked in the mirror, I didn't like the sight of myself. And I didn't like the thought that anyone would be looking at me. But now, I'm actually really confident. I actually enjoy being on stage. And if you saw me just last week, you'd see me in my underpants on stage. I mean, what a transformation. And of course, on top of that, I've got over 13 years of experience of helping people, getting them feel confident within their self. In particular, I have a client, Janet, who was very low and confident and didn't even like exercise. And now she's raising money for charity, and she's doing a massive marathon walk, and she's now an inspiration to people in our workforce. So just think of that, that could be you, and I'm here to help you. Right, let's get stuck in. This is the stress-free meal prep system. And remember, there's 3 simple tips, so make sure you're ready to write this valid content down. So tip number 1, shopping. So this is one of the biggest conflicts people have, and that is that they just go shopping a bit blind. And when they go shopping, they tend to be hungry, which means they've got more chance of making the wrong decisions. So one of my biggest factors, what I'd say first off, is make sure you're not going shopping with an empty stomach, because that's where the wrong decisions will kick about. So the second thing within this tip is to make sure you have shopping list. But what do you have on the shopping list? Well, what you want to base every meal around is make sure it's protein rich. I don't mean burgers, I'm on about lean protein. I'm on about fish, chicken, turkey, really good choices, white meats, and then eggs, always a great choice. And you want to have between 3 to 5 meals a day. So when you're preparing, you want to base it all around that. Now, a good little tip with this as well is that you clock everything down on something. And a good little one to use, a little good app on your phone, in fact, is MyFitnessPal, because that will actually give you the splits of all the different macronutrients, which is protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Okay, tip number 2 is all about preparing your food. So whether you have the food, say, pre-packed when you go shopping, say like the packed chicken breasts or things like that, or whether you make it all from scratch, what's key is that you have everything prepped and made at least a day before. And in some cases, you may want to do 2 days in advance. So you have it all set out, and there's going to be no distractions, nothing holding you back. And whereas most people just go off impulse in the morning and just grab whatever they've got in their cupboard. And that is one of the biggest failures you can do, because then again, you run the risk of just going off what's around, and you may have forgot things because you haven't prepared it at least a day before. And finally, tip number 3, and in some ways this is the most simple, but people just don't get it, and that is storage. For example, you might have your fresh meats and you might have your salads and things like that, but if you haven't got it stored in the right place, A, you're not going to be likely to eat it because it's not going to be tasty enough because it's been sitting around. But B, it could actually turn and actually make you ill. So a little simple tip what you could do, I've got one here, is that these have got gel ice packs. So then therefore when I prepare fresh foods, I can put it in there. Now you may not have this, so the other option is, if you buy, say, a big bucket and fill it up with ice, then you can put all the food in there and have it in your car. Especially if you're that type of person who go to A to B everywhere, that is absolutely perfect, that's all you need. So try these 3 simple tips, put this into action straight away, and you won't regret it. And like I said, it's going to make everything so much easier. Okay guys, there it is, 3 simple tips to get going straight away. And the great news is you're an action taker because you've been listening to this video right through. So now what's key to get started on it straight away? Remember them 3 simple little tips tips. Number 1, your shopping list. Number 2, prepare your meal. And number 3 is to have the storage. You have the right storage so nothing will get in your way. And this is going to make your meal plans so much easier and so much more realistic for yourself. So I hope you're excited to get started with that. However, if you want that little bit more information to really help you further, then I have something for you. And it's all you need to do is click on the link below here, and straight in your inbox you're going to get this ebook, and you're going to get it absolutely free straight in your inbox, and this will just give you that little bit more detail on these 3 tips what I've given you today. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you soon.